I'm gonna tell the principal you're breaking the rules.
And look at that! Saved by the bell, Ned. See you around.
Lighten up, nerd. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Mr. Taryl. And do you know what today is? Final exam. I told you. Best of luck, gentlemen. Here's the test. 25 questions, multiple choice. I hope you know your engines. Briggs, Crawler, Tecumseh. You two, you've been in this class for like 30 years. You don't pass this exam, that's it, you're out. Here you go, Mr. Bear. You have 30 minutes to complete this exam. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I was just double checking my answers, Mr.
I will not tolerate cheating in my classroom. You're done. Get out of here. You'll never work on small engines again. And let that be a lesson to the rest of you. Back to the exam. All done. First one.
Sit down, nerd.
This is my last chance at this thing. Oh, good job, Poindexter. We all knew you'd finish first. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, what is it you need? I'm right in the middle of giving an exam.
Drop your pencil, Ned.
Oh, gee, I better go grab it. Okay, Bruce. Yeah, I gotta go. All right, bye. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left.
Mr. Dackle, I broke my pencil.
Here's another pencil.
Thank you.
Pterodactyl here. And today I'm going to show you how to change the hydraulic oil and filter on this Exmark Lazer-Z. That's right, it's got an oil filter. You're probably thinking, where is that oil filter? Well, it's back here. It's hiding on you. It's up under here. And as you can see, it's dated. That's a good thing to do, so you know when to change it. And that one was changed 2 years ago. About every 500 hours they want you to change it, but every manufacturer is different. You might want to check your manual. So we got it jacked up so you can see it easier for the filming, but you don't have to jack it up this high and take the wheels off. You can jack it up a little bit. You might even be able to reach under there with your hand and a oil filter wrench to take the filter off. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is take the oil filter off. Okay, I took the oil filter off. You know, got to put an oil pan under there. You know that. I hope you know that, to catch the oil. And I took the filter off. And you know, you don't have to buy them filters from Exmark. You can get them from Napa. Stens has got them, Oregon's got them, Rotary's got them. So, you know, they will cross-reference. And then we're going to write on it like we did this one when we changed. See, this is an Apple one, been on there 2 years. This guy just wants the oil change. He wants to get ready for the season. All right, then the next thing you're going to want to do while that's draining is come over here and you want to crack these reliefs. These are your reliefs right here, 5/8. There's one on each pump. You don't take it out, you just crack it loose. See? It's only open about a turn, each one. And that's what you also do when you want to freewheel this. You crack them loose and you can push this around. Now, wait a few minutes and it'll drain just about all the oil out of this tank. And then you just simply put the oil filter back on. And then we're going to have to bleed the air out of it. That's the tricky part. Changing the oil is easy. It's after you change it that could be tricky. All right, we wrote the month and the date of when we changed it, and then I added 500 hours to the hour meter. Now this one was about 200 hours more it could have went. Now they recommend you use Mobil 1 15W50. Now the reason they want you to use a good heavy synthetic oil is because this has got a little tiny tank. And this is a small hydraulic system. So it's going to get hot. And synthetic oil can take a lot of heat. So I'm going to use Napa 1550. It's a full synthetic oil. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this oil filter with some oil. So that way we have some oil in the filter already. So it won't be dry when we fill up the tank. See it bubbling? Bubbling, 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 bubbling. Look at it bubbling. It's bubbling up. Oop, there's another bubble. And then of course you want to put some on the gasket and then reach up under there and screw it back on. And then take your oil filter wrench and, you know, you don't want to go crazy tight because then you'll never get it off the next time. Make sure it's snug. All right, now we're going to fill the tank. See, it don't hold much. If you went and bought 2 quarts, it'd probably be more than enough. All right, there's one. Why am I saving that bottle? Now we're going to start it up and try to work the air out. Bang! Here I am. Okay, now we're going to start it. I still have the pumps released. So we're going to start it and run it. You see that? See all that brown in there? That's air bubbles. So you got to kind of let that settle out. And did you notice when I was sitting on the seat how I was moving the handles? Because I was circulating that oil through the system before I tighten up them relief valves. So you may have to do this 2 or 3 times till you get that air out. So now you're going to have to let it sit. Now, you see it says cold and hot. I'm going to have to add a little bit more oil just to cover where it says cold in there. But you got to let those air bubbles settle out of there. So go do something. Go have a cup of coffee or a soda pop, or maybe drink some water, or go in the bathroom, read a newspaper. And then come back, and when them settled out, then do it again till we get all the air out. All right, I tightened up the pumps, air bubbles settled out. Now you're gonna hear some grinding and groaning and that's just more air in there. It'll work its way out. See, there's more air bubbles in there. So now we're going to let it set again. And then that little clackety-clack noise you heard on the motor, you're probably thinking, that motor sounds bad. That's that fan on that flywheel's loose. So now we got to let them air bubbles settle out. So go get something to drink. Maybe get a beer this time. Yeah, look how frothy that is. That's like a root beer float. It's real frothy now. It's a little low too. I'm going to add a little bit. Okay, we let it sit and the air bubbles settled out of it, so it should be good. We're going to take it for one more ride. Now there's another trick you could do too if you're having trouble, like when I was working it and it wasn't moving. You could jack up the wheels off the ground and push one of the levers forward and actually spin the tire by hand till you get it going. And then you can work the air out that way too. Sometimes you have to do that too. And then, you might have to do it on both sides. And then eventually you'll work the air out. That's all it is, just getting the air out of it. So let's try it now. There's all you have to do to changing the hydraulic oil on one of these here Exmarks. And there's your dinner. Okay, time's up. Pencils down. I said pencils down. Cody, I said pencils down. Mr. Bear, I said pencils down. Okay, I'll give you a few more seconds. Okay, I've graded all the exams, and there's a couple surprises in here. Some of you will be moving on to Lawn Mower College, and others are going to be turning in their tools. Cody, you scored a 95. Congratulations, you're going to be moving on. Tyler, you just barely passed. Congratulations, you made it. You'll be moving on also.
Thank you, Mr. Dactyl.
Rudy, Bill, it's been nice knowing you two. Awesome mechanics, you two fast! Yeah! Woo! See you next year.
All right, thanks, Mr. Dactyl.
All right, congratulations. Don't get too excited, Bill.
Oh, I won't.
Mr. Bear. Congratulations, you passed! You're moving on! Oh, no bear hunt, no bear hunt. Okay, this is where we've had a surprising twist. Poindexter, I'm sorry, you failed.
What?
It's not how fast you get the test done, it's how accurate your answers are.
Oh, but I know these engines inside now.
I'm sorry, Poindexter, but we're gonna have to take your tools.
Even the ones I paid for myself?
Even the ones you paid for yourself, we have to take them all.
Oh.
Butch, I guess I underestimated you. You got 105. Excellent job. You even got all 5 bonus questions right. There's only been a handful of students who's ever done that. So we're gonna have a placard made in your honor.
All right, looks like I'm going to Lawn Mower College. Take that, Ned. So, Mr. D, think I could go ahead and get his tools?
I don't see why not. He isn't, you know.
It's like it's time to celebrate.
Whoa. I hope you got one of them for me, too.
Oh, of course, Mr. D. I brought enough for the whole class.
I can't believe this. These aren't any of my answers. I know what a mule pulley is.